Hi, everyone. Welcome to Global Predictions. I'm your co-host, Greg Prescott, and I'm joined by the hottest goddess, the love of my life, Ali, and...
She's out there. My mum's going to be on in a minute. She's going to come in a minute. She's on her way. She's on her way.
There she is. The hottest goddess's mom.
Oh, my mum. And your mum. She's your mum too.
She is.
Yeah.
But she's the one that brought you into this world and blessed us all with you.
Exactly. Say thank you.
Yeah. I think I have many times.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
Directly to you.
Exactly.
Isn't she pretty, my mum? She's so pretty.
She
I
is.
think I got my teeth in. Yeah.
Explain about your elbow.
Oh yeah. I've got a very painful elbow. So Alison bought me these socks for Christmas, and they're trumpy wumpy socks. But a bandage is too tight, so I put my cream on, and then I've cut this.
She's cut the socks bit off,
and then Trump
is healing her elbow.
Underneath there's some cream. I think it's called tennis elbow. It's repetitive
strain.
That was from beating on Ali, right?
Oh yeah.
I tell you what it is. It's the remote control and the texting, because I text with this thumb. And maybe it's that, because that pulls. You can see it. Yeah.
I've tried to get her to use a dobber, but she won't have it.
I'll get on with the dobber.
Oh, one of those.
You know what a dobber is? Yes.
It's like a pen that you can text with.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
My thumb.
Yes.
I know. But I've ended up with repetitious strain injury.
Aw.
We sit and watch intention going, ow! 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 And then I'm going, ow!
How are you doing, my love?
I'm all right. Yeah. I'm all right.
She likes being at Mum's.
There's Vera. Hi, Vera. How you doing, Vera?
Hi, Vera.
Hello, Vera. I went to stroke a kitten on the floor in the dark, and it was a bundle of wool.
Oh, my goodness. The kittens are just bombing around everywhere now. Yeah.
First one in is a person by the name of No Shit Sherlock.
I love that.
I'm a newbie via Danny Henderson. Thank you, Danny, and welcome aboard No Shit Sherlock. Welcome to In5d.
Hello. Good to see you.
Yeah.
We love it. We love new people.
We do, and it's an earlier time right now too. So this is just 1 week. We'll be back on the regular time.
Yeah, it's just I need my beauty sleep, so
Yeah.
If it went on at 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's okay.
No, it's just I've got a neighbour upstairs.
We can accommodate.
Yeah. That's it.
Better. That's better.
Who's happy?
Yeah, I didn't like it was so close, and you can see all my double chins and triple chins and triple doubles and chins. Yeah.
I should come and go periodically, okay?
Okay.
Love you, Mum.
We'll see you when you come back.
Love you, babies.
So yes, I'm at my mum's today. So save going home just for the show, because then I'm here tomorrow, and then I've got an event tomorrow night. Just in case there's anybody from the UK watching, that's where I'm going to be tomorrow. So it is the a psychic demonstration of mediumship with Maureen Hill, and it's at the Heron Station Road, Herne Bay. Doors open 6:30 for 7. Start tickets £5, and one-to-one readings afterwards at £15 for 20 minutes. So, yeah.
I don't think I've been there before.
No, you haven't been to that one.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, that's well, I've done it for many years, but there was a gap for a bit, so they've come back on board. So it's nice. Yeah. Is Elizabeth? Hi, Elizabeth. Hello. So,
You're seeing different people than me?
No, her name's uninsurable, but I know her name is Elizabeth. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, there it is on the screen.
Yeah. Because I think you're in the middle, Elizabeth, because I changed my Patreon over, so you're with us, but not. So yeah, just so you know, haven't been getting any of the usual gifts and things. So yes, that's why.
So I had a little experience a few days ago. I was using my washer, and there was only this humming sound that was coming out. So I go on YouTube and I try to look up what's wrong with it. First thing I notice might be the belt. It might be the motor. And I'm researching, oh shit, man, this is going to cost a lot of money to fix. And while I was researching the motor, this one guy said, well, he put a new motor in and it still had that humming sound. So he ended up changing the capacitor. So I started looking that up. Okay, well, it's a less expensive item. So I was looking up the capacitor when I found this one video that said, try this. Open and shut your washer 6 times. It resets it, and that's what happened. I didn't cost a penny. Just had to open and shut it's a top loader, so I had to open and shut it 6 times, and it works perfect.
My God, that saved you loads. Thank you, universe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi to Barbara and Vixter too. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Vixter. So let me know if there's anybody who wants to be on our healing and wishes list. So if you've got something that you really, really want, I mean, that can be money. If you're, struggling, we've even put that on here. Health, and so we're just including that as well. So if anybody wants to be on there.
39 pages.
Yep, 39 pages.
Isn't she amazing?
Oh, I love it. And it's helped me a lot as well, I believe. Because every time someone sees it, there's automatic love goes out to it and everybody on those sheets. And I do try doing videos of the whole of the sheets every now and again. So does my mum, bless her. So that all the old names still get healing energy sent.
Aww. I love you.
Love you.
I just have to watch my mouth today.
Yes, have to be good boys. Mind you, she watches it anyway, so she knows exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I'm less inhibited, though, when she's not here.
I love it.
Hi to Claudette. How are you, Claudette?
Hi, Claudette.
Oh, and Leona.
Leona, yeah.
Yeah, from Australia. Good morning to you.
Hi, Leona. So let us know if you've got any questions that you want to ask. Put them in capitals if that's okay. And if there's any just subjects you want to talk about even, we're happy to talk about it. There's a lot happening. David Wilcock, was watching it today, and he is so over brimming with excitement. saying that they're getting all the military vehicles for a parade for Trump. That he believes that there's going to be the arrests happening there. And there was an advert for the military vehicles, and on it was 17 seconds in, and it was a close-up of the side of a vehicle on 17 seconds, and it said arrests for Bill Gates and Fauci, written on the side of an army vehicle. You can't tell me that they didn't know that was going to be on there at 17 seconds.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. Yes. So something's going on. I feel it. When I did the astrology, there was so much strange energy, very hyped up, excitable energy, for sure.
Do you think it has something to do with the recent solar flares and the sun acting up?
That would do it as well. But I think we're building up for something. Yes, I really do think we're building up for something. So, with all the riots, with Gavin Newsom not doing anything about his jurisdiction, he's not doing anything. So Trump's brought in the military there, and also the military and something else, wasn't it? The Guard?
National Guard?
National Guard and the military. So they've all gone in. Did you know that Soros has sent in thousands of boxes of those masks, demonstration masks and riot gear? And there was also a bit of a, it's called Penguin. He goes around the White House on an electric bike. He goes all around the White House and goes in. He's part of the press and everything. I don't know if anybody's heard of him. I don't know his whole name, but he's out all the time. Anyway, as he was filming, he was driving past. There was this big, you've seen those. It's like boxes, but chainmail boxes full of rocks. And it was outside the White House.
This happened back in 2020. It's
Yes.
the same freaking program that they keep playing over and over again. Yeah, sure. Use the masks to obscure the identities of these agent provocateurs, many who are probably Antifa.
Yep. But outside the White House is very scary, because what's that ready for? And how is Trump allowing those boxes to stay there for a start? Is that not causing problems? But this Penguin guy, he didn't even mention it. He didn't even say anything. I just saw it there, and so did Mum. But yes, it's not good.
Yeah, they when Trump got in office last time, what did they do? Riot. We talked about this before Trump even got in. We said that this was going to happen. Too predictable.
Yeah, and they're sticking up for the wrong people. Obviously, they're getting all these, the invasion of the body snatchers, all these people who have gone completely bananas. It's like their brain's gone to mush, and they can't see any logic anymore. These people are calling out for the rights of these, MS whatever 13 members, the gang members, and calling them back into the country. And it's like, so, and they're throwing rocks and stones and everything, and rocks. Where are they getting all these rocks from? Exactly, where would they be?
George Soros had them shipped in, of course. Soros, I guarantee 100% Soros and probably his son are behind this.
Yeah.
Who in the right mind would want MS-13 people to stay in this country?
Well, I'm sorry, but these people have lost their minds, and it's like, it is a joke, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that film, but is it? People are actually being taken over, and I don't want to frighten anybody, but they're not making any sense at all. They can't see logic.
Maybe the NPCs are breaking down, the non-player characters, the background people.
Yeah,
maybe they're breaking down.
That would make sense. Because it does. Nothing else makes any sense. What did Barbara say?
Most definitely wide swings in energy from low to high. She saw that Wilcock video as well. Leona will have our first question. I have to go get my cards. Our thoughts on Musk and Trump. Actually, I don't even need my cards on that one. But hi, Star. Thank you for joining us. Wow, you all are on early. Yep, we are. It's just a one-time deal. We'll be back on at the regular time next week.
It's just that I'm at my mum's, so.
Barbara's saying that Dutch Sense was on today for the first time in a few months. Didn't explain why he was absent. He had been on Twitch full-time, highly shadow banned, and threatened. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Oh.
And there's Danny. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Says, hi, you beautiful too. Thank you for all your hard work, your great predictions, and your passion for humanity. Our pleasure, and thank you for being you as well.
Thank you. I'm very excited. Yeah.
Soros did it.
Yeah. These huge, it's like chainmail bags of rocks, and it's huge, and they have to have been, dropped off by lorries and things like that. How is the White House allowing that or not taking it away? Surely so is it for effect? Is it that they want this to get to this stage so that they can then bring in the military, so that they can then do these arrests? A big something has to happen, I feel, for these things to go ahead.
But that would bring a big question. If they allow the rocks to stay there and they don't do the arrest, then what was the purpose of that?
Well, it's all about awakening, isn't it? It's about seeing just how far the left is going to go. Surely people can't see that this is an okay thing to do. What's happening. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Stacey. I agree with you guys on the riots going on. It's sad. I'm grateful I don't live in those areas. Yeah. I'm in Florida, a red state. You won't see that here unless it maybe Broward County or Duval County. There's a couple blue states here on the Atlantic side, but for the most part, Florida's red.
But under this Gavin Newsom, they can actually go in. Anyone can go in, especially if depending on the color of their skin. They can go into any shop, and if it's under $1,000, they can just walk out with it with there's nothing the shop owners can do about it. Now, is that there's no logic to that? If we were told that this was going to happen 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if someone said this is how bad it's going to get, people would say you're nuts. That's never going to happen. That's never. People would kick off about it. Well, they're not, are they? They're not kicking off.
I think the amount's like 800. I don't, unless they raised it up to 1,000. But yeah, but even so, $800, and not do a damn thing about it. You're allowing your state to go to hell in a handbasket, and you're encouraging it to happen.
Yep.
California's this shithole. in many places. Not all of it, obviously. And obviously, there's a lot of good people out in California that have to put up with this bullshit. And our hearts go out to you.
I mean, there's no way that Trump didn't win, I believe, California. I believe that would be, you know, it's got to have cheated. They've got to have cheated. Because it being that bad and them not, you know, voting out of it. They might not like Trump, but at least he is law and order, you know, and not cancelling off the police.
But of course, they're blaming this all on Trump. The riots are because of Trump. You know, in their twisted minds, they believe that.
Like I said, they're being invaded. Their bodies and minds have been invaded, and they're not seeing sense.
It's for entertainment purposes only, as you see at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. But is it?
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Just our opinion.
Yeah.
Just our opinion.
Just our fact-based opinions.
Yeah. So in Ireland over here, there are riots going on in Ireland as well. There were two 14-year-old illegals who raped a young child. And they're all going mad over there because of the two-tier system, them getting away with things again. And so, but what they're doing, they've gone overboard. See, in Ireland, there are no pedos over there alive. I'm just going to say, because they're there 1 minute and they just disappear the next. That's kind of how it is. They do it themselves, okay, over there. Not saying that's right, just saying that's how it is. Well, they have set the house, the hostel place where these children lived, 14-year-olds. They've set it alight, this house, to try and get the others out. So they're handling it all the wrong way, because how do they know? You know, these other people have nothing to do with it. You know, so you know, or they're not shown to be guilty. You know, so. There's it's going to extremes, but the trouble is, because people are not feeling that there is any justice, what they're doing is taking justice into their own hands now, and doing it themselves. And unfortunately, vigilantes are coming out now. And I'm not saying that's okay. It's not okay. Violence, full stop, is not okay. But this is why you have a police force. That's why you have justice, to stop this from happening. But if the justice system isn't working, then general people are going to be doing this sort of thing.
Like here in the United States, where you can form your own posses or whatever if the government isn't doing what they're supposed to do.
What, they're allowed to do that? Or
that's written in our Constitution.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's why a lot of the politicians want to get rid of our guns. You know?
Oh, yeah.
But that's what's keeping them in check.
I see.
Update on the island thing.
Update on the island thing, Mum. Say hello to Danny. She's in the chat.
Hi, Danny. Right, update. It was an attempted rape on the child. Two 14-year-old Romanian children, 14 years old. They had to have an interpreter because they couldn't speak English when they were arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what started off these later. It's Ballymena in Ireland.
Right.
It's so sad. It's just a tinderbox.
It is.
Wait, so you can't see anyone?
No. We can read their comments, though. The comments are here.
Oh. I'm looking on the screen. Where's Danny?
There's Danny. There's Danny's comment. Look there. Are you beautiful too? Thank you for all your hard work. Great. Yeah, so let's see if she's still here.
No.
Yeah. So that's lovely, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's a sad, sad situation.
Yeah.
I've just done a film on my bedroom ceiling, right? And when I first lay down, there were loads of orbs. I put them on my story in Facebook. Then I did it again. No orbs at all. So anyone who thinks they're dust,
It's not
right?
dust. Well, some of them are, you know, but not
No,
the way you're
they're
doing them.
Big orbs.
You can tell if they're dust or not.
Have a look on my Facebook page on my story. Anyway, gonna lay down again now.
All right. I love you, Mama.
Love you too.
Come back in a minute.
Say your prayers.
I had to go get my cards, so I'm good on that.
Okay. All righty.
I also have to take my supplements. Turmeric, garlic, a bunch of other stuff.
Yes. Oh, that's lovely. So hopefully we're going to get together and see Danny sometime when she's over in the UK. We can't do much walking about, but we definitely can go for lunch or come round to Mum's Pat's Cafe for rock cakes.
Rock.
Rock cakes, yeah. They're not rock.
It's a cake that tastes like rock.
Or some spotted dick, you know, come around for spotted dick and custard. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna get you eating spotted dick. I am, darling. You're gonna have a taste of spotted dick.
I'm not
Come here next.
I'm not a spotted dick smoker.
If anybody doesn't know, in England, it's like a really like a sponge cake, like treacle sponge. It's sponge but with raisins and sultanas in it, and then you just have I don't know why it's called spotted dick, but it is.
Yep. It actually doesn't sound more.
Here.
Huh?
You've left some of those here. Those supplements.
Alpha lipoic. This one.
What do they do? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because of me and my circulation, it helps increase blood flow. It's good for diabetes, lowers blood pressure. I can't read this stuff. It's helps fight cancer. It's can be used as a dietary supplement to help you lose weight as well.
All right, I'll make sure I get those.
How can I get you up on my phone? You're not on your Facebook. You're not on In5d. How can I watch
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah. Could we not get on Facebook, my love?
I don't know. Unless we're shadow banned.
Is there anybody here from Facebook? So Barbara said she's heard both ways about Mr. T and Elon. What do you guys think?
We're on my personal Facebook page.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't see us on yours though.
We couldn't get on mine before, could we?
No, we couldn't. Let me check In5d Facebook. And we're not on that either. Interesting.
On Facebook, either of you?
Yeah, just on my, on my personal Facebook page.
Sometimes it doesn't come up instantly either, Mum. I don't know why, but Greg couldn't find it yesterday when I was doing astrology.
That's your page, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not on there.
Wait. Let me see. I'm away. Yeah, I'm not on there.
No.
Son of a bitch. Once again, proving that we're being shadow banned. Because it's the first thing that pops up on my page.
The last one was when Ali was doing the astrology.
Wow.
Oh, what
Once
a
again,
shame.
proving shadow ban.
Yeah.
Son of
Oh,
a
that's
bitch.
such a nuisance. So I wanted to do some messaging.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to continue what I was.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, you go, baby. You go.
We are up on X under Prescott_Gregg. So we're there.
I don't do X. It's too complicated.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying for people that are watching.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Trying to.
I thought you were just talking to me, darling. I thought it was all about me.
Aw.
Here's how you can get the closest and fastest shave ever. Meet the Baldy Pro.
President Trump is playing.
Baldy Pro.
I know. The fucking Rumble is giving us all these stupid ads. There we go. But
What do you guys think?
we are up on Rumble.
Good. I started something during astrology, and I'd like to continue it here. If anybody shares this stream, if you share this on either pages or wherever you can share it, then I'm going to put you on a list, and then at the end of the month on this show, at the end, the last session on this, I will be picking somebody and I will give them a 30-minute reading. So if you share it more than one place, then you put shared. Some people shared it 4 times, and so they were put down 4 times. So let me know if you've shared this. We appreciate this very much. And yeah, so just a bit of incentive. You still checking it out?
Trying. Hang on. Yeah, I'm making sure that it's up on your PsychicAlly page on my end.
Hi, Sherry. So is it going to be beyond worse before it gets better? Probably. I do believe so. Looking at these big barrels of stones everywhere. How many of them immigrants are sleeper cell terrorists? We agree with you. Absolutely. I think you're absolutely right there, Sherry. I do believe that, and so does Greg. Yeah.
Okay, we are up on the PsychicAlly YouTube page.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So Barbara says Sheep Farm Studios was on today talking about HARP in detail. Lots of information, even talked about using frequency to cause sickness with just energy. GWH Bush knew about it, and military. Well, yeah, they've used the HARP for years. MK? They've used the HARP technology for years, haven't they? They've it's like an accumulation, layers and layers of the chemtrails and the aluminium in the sky, and then they use that to create clouds, and then the clouds create and then the clouds create the rain. They used it in the Vietnam War. They created rain so that there was mudslides where they were trying to bring in more soldiers and also more ammunition and things. So they was using it way back then.
I believe it.
So, no, that's actually factual, and it's actually being spoken about on the military circuit. Because it's effective.
But chemtrails are just a conspiracy theory.
Not anymore, they're not. Our Prime Minister has actually made it factual and said that it's actually legal, that they're going to do it over here. And they have.
Man, that got me pissed off last week. How dare he say that he can control the sun for the rest of the world? Fuck him.
I know, love.
Getting wound up again.
Yep. It's true. How dare they?
Yeah.
Military or who developed it said they knew it worked because it was tested on Americans. There was loads of things tested on poor American soldiers, and then they then brought it home. And then when they made love with their wives, all the children, all the babies were deformed and things because they tested chemicals out on the soldiers. So, yeah.
We finally got rid of the fluoride in our water. You guys haven't had fluoride in your water for a long time. We finally got rid of that shit.
They do, but not in our area. But in some areas, they still do. Thank you, Claudette. If you have any global prediction questions, please put them all in uppercase.
Oh.
So Mary said, I'm watching Alison on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Don't forget to put a like and subscribe. Thank you.
I take this instead of fish oil because it's more potent, more powerful.
Barbara says, hey, Mom. Claudette says, yeah, you're on In5d and not on Facebook. Okay.
What the fuck?
So Leona thinks it's a big show with Elon and Trump. Okay. Yeah. To bring out the Crawley creepies.
And you know what? I'm going to do a quick screen share just to prove how Facebook is shadow banning us.
Yeah.
Real quick. Because I'm going to put up my screen. Hang on. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is my personal. This is a little tutorial on what it's like to be shadow banned by Facebook. We already had several people, Ali's mother, and we just had a comment in the chat saying that it's not showing up on Facebook, but here it shows that I am live on my page through what I'm seeing. And here it is right here. Started broadcasting 28 minutes ago at 6:17 p.m. And there's Ali's video that she did yesterday. This is the first thing that Ali's mother saw on my page, proving that this current broadcast is being shadow banned by Facebook. So big middle finger to Facebook. Fuck you. You got busted. That's it. Son of a bitch.
They are evil. They are. And this is why we're doing this, because it means the absolute world to us that people share our content. We can understand that maybe we might be too political for your pages, your personal pages, but there are groups out there. There are other places to share this. There's other, you can go X, or you can go to Instagram, or TikTok. There's all different other places. So we just appreciate it very much.
Truth Social, Gab, wherever you go to, please.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about the shadow banning, unfortunately.
But there is something you can do if you're watching it. Okay, there is something you can do so to help us. So
Go ahead. We have close to 400,000 followers on the In5d Facebook page, close to 150,000 followers on YouTube. This is what it's like to be shadow banned and only reach like 1,000 or less with both combined. It's not right, but what it does tell you is that why are they shadow banning us? Because we're putting the truth out there. So You want to get on the right side of the truth, follow the people that are being shadow banned.
Because they're over the target, that's why.
Yeah. It's not just us. There's plenty other truthers out there who are being shadow banned.
It's true. Hello, Chris.
Chris
Good to see you.
H.
Chris H.
H.
Cosmic Ali, your reading for Cancerians was spot on for this week. Thank you. My pleasure. It was quite funny because I was having to, I was channeling a lot, those readings, and the kittens kept crawling up my leg. And so the one time there was, I don't know if you saw it, but I was actually reading cards and the kitten was watching each card, and it was very, very cute. So yes. It
was. Was that the one with the purple?
No, it was the grey one. Yeah. I've got some new collars for some of them. So I only had the boring colours. So I've got some nice bright colours. So yeah. Do you think Spirit is going to just zap the earth and say enough? Haha. I think they have in the past. Not now.
In the vision I had about the solar flash, yeah, I do. It'll happen instantaneously, where the earth is flooded with unconditional love to a magnitude you've never experienced before. Money, government, politics, religion, none of that shit will matter. Go ahead.
I think Sherry was thinking in a negative way. I think she was said with that zap.
Oh, I never picked up anything negative on that.
But yeah, they won't do it in a negative way. They won't zap it in a negative way. No. Mum's in the chat there. That's my mama.
Of course it is. Pat. I've never called her Pat.
Did you call her Mum?
True.
Someone's just asked about Joe Rogan experience. No. Robert Epstein. He's a doctor or something. He was on Joe Rogan. One of your ladies has just asked about it. One of your people.
We haven't got down to that, I don't think.
Oh, have you? Oh, I'm ahead.
Yeah, I think you're ahead of it. Yeah. We'll get there. What was happening with the Joe Rogan experience then?
No, they were he's a doctor. I don't know. I've just Googled it, and he was on Joe Rogan.
Oh,
one of your people.
Ah, this is my beautiful mama. If you've only just joined. Yeah. We love it.
So where are the names then?
Here.
Okay.
So this is Facebook and Twitter and all of the places all together has come into one. So this is why we use live stream studio. Before that, because you can stream on all of them at the same time.
Except for Facebook, because they're banning you, which is horrid. What's that?
This is from Chris H. He says, shows no live broadcasts. I also did not get notifications ever.
Oh my God.
Shadow banned on here. So more proof once again. Fuck you, Facebook. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris, for that. Thank you.
So naughty.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very careful what you say on here. You don't go too far. It's just the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
But they don't want that out there. That's the biggest problem. We're telling the truth. We're telling what the mainstream media won't say.
This is it. Sherry says, why are we losing our bees?
Bees.
We need to look after our bees.
Plant loads of trumpet flowers. They love getting in trumpet flowers like lupins and any flowers that attract the bees. Just get them in your garden in a tub, patio tubs, everything. Just got to. Without them, we're dead, aren't we? We're gone. We're gone.
But it all begins with companies like Monsanto and everyone that's and chemtrails, poisoning.
Your wife was talking about that 10 years ago, at least.
Monsanto,
yeah. I've been talking about it for years.
Farmers that were killing themselves because they couldn't have the seeds that her dad had
genetically modified.
Her dad had an allotment. He would pick out the best sprouting potatoes for the next crop. And he would save them, and then he would plant them, and up came another crop the following year to feed the family. With these,
they're only one at a time.
One crop at a time, and then they're finished.
And if the seed, the flower seed, blew into, say, your next door neighbour's field, which of course they're going to, and they were then found out to be that, Monsanto then took them to court, and these farmers couldn't carry on because they couldn't compete with those big high-flying lawyers, and they lost their farms. And these Indians, they were basically, they're the sort of people, they fall on their sword if they cannot supply things for their family. So they were committing suicide, these Indians.
And Roundup, that's a horrible
And then
thing.
Roundup, all of that. So terrible things.
Oh, here's my glasses, Alison.
She's found her glasses. She's been looking for them for about an hour.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to our first question.
Alrighty.
From Leona, and we can just chat about this. I don't think cards are needed. What are your thoughts on Musk and Trump's fallout?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter on this one, but we kind of talked about this. Actually, let me go first, but it'll be brief and short. I kind of wonder if this is all staged. Beginning with the fallout that they had with Doge, and then Trump kind of backs Doge, but when it went to Congress and Congress wasn't backing Elon Musk, and they're not doing further investigations into the corruption, to me that tells me there's corruption on both sides of the veil. But is this staged? Was this intentional? Hang on, this stupid alarm keeps going off. But was this intentional? Are they playing that 5D chess? Are they making it look like, we're having this argument over here, but over here is something else going on? And that's kind of what Ali and I were talking about last week. I'll let you finish up on that.
And that's just brought up the same thing about his parade. Maybe it's the parade with what David Wilcox is saying. They're getting ready for the arrest, so therefore they're trying to confuse the situation. Just maybe the first time that Mum told me about it, she said, this has happened. My first reaction was BS. It was bullshit. That's what my first reaction was. And then when I listened to it, I thought, oh God, there's more to it. And then of course, then when I heard he then called him out, saying he's on the Epstein list, that was going a step too far. But this is all 3D chess, 5D chess and 7D chess. They're playing on multiple different dimensions, multiple different areas. This is what they're doing. And so could it be all about that? Could it be that they put it out there about Elon and his drug taking, only because he can then fall back on that and said, well, I've gone to rehab now, I'm okay again, and then he can come back to the fold after all of this? Because I don't know how he is ever going to be back into the fold of Trump after saying that. To me is like gone too far. The only way that Trump would say, if he did a public apology after he got clean. Okay, so, but he might not really be on anything. I'm just saying that might be part of the story. So it was just a thought. I felt it didn't seem quite right.
Then again, the picture of him and RFK Jr. and Trump all eating McDonald's. Maybe they got high beforehand and had the munchies. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe that was all just for show. Look over here once again.
I know.
We'll see.
I know. Yeah, but I don't think it's the end of him and Elon. But there's multiple different reasons why Trump would have suggested the fallout, because if he can distance himself from the Republican Party and Trump, it means he can then get some of his business back, because the other side won't keep firebombing his vehicles and everything else. Mum thinks that Elon has lost faith in the Tesla cars, and so he wants to actually pull away from the Tesla cars and go more into a different thing. And he's going to launch something different. That's what Mum said about. I could see that happening as well.
Yeah, because people on the right aren't into electric cars. That's more of a people on the left thing. So I could see that happening as well. Our next question comes from Sherry Carter. She's asking, how many immigrants are sleeper cell terrorists? How many did they let into the country here? And not just here, it could be anywhere. It could be England, could be Ireland, Scotland. But how many are being let in that are intentionally being let in that are sleeper cell terrorists? And I was able to draw a few cards for this, and first card out. It's Wheel of Fortune, but what the Wheel of Fortune has is many options. So it's multi-layered, multifaceted. To bring down the country, to take away your heritage, and as sleeper cells to get on the inside legally while draining your country's economy. All planned for the collapse. The next two cards are interesting. They're two sword cards. We have the 9 and 10 of swords, which shows us, well, first of all, we'll go with the 9 of swords first. Just heavy thoughts going on right now. Lot on the mind, right? And then we have the painful endings. So what I'm getting out of these cards in relationship to the immigrant sleeper cells is that they got paid well just to come here, and now they're getting paid to stay here or whichever country they're in and tear it down. But even they have consciences, and it's wearing on them too. I don't think people can do that with a clean conscience, to take a country down, and knowing that they're fucking with so many other people, even though it might be better off than, like, we'll say they came from Haiti, just as or Venezuela. It doesn't matter. Pick a poor country that's communist run. They get sent here. It's got to be better than what they had, and they're getting paid a lot of money to destroy a country. They're going to do it, but they still have a conscience. On some level, it's got to get to them. So yeah, is that happening? Fuck yeah, and it's happening for so many different layers and levels. So yeah, you're right. Your hunch, your intuition is 100% right, Sherry.
Oh. Just dropped a card. So I didn't pick up my global prediction card, so I'm just going to have to go with what I'm getting. Okay, so this has all been all the riots. I hate to say it, but I do believe there's going to be more of them. I do believe that it's going to be very widespread. I believe that this is going to be the takedown of everything that's going to be happening. And that's when I feel that the changing over and the arrests are going to be widespread and in a big way. What do you think? The sleeper cells.
I agree totally with what you've just said.
Okay.
Do you want to drink then?
I do. I was trying to telepathically say, Mummy.
Well, I got the message.
She got the message. Yeah, so they all came over. They knew exactly what they were going to do. The same thing is happening here in the UK. Boatloads of fighting age men coming in by the thousands every day here in the UK. We haven't got room for them here. We absolutely haven't. And we've got a prime minister who does absolutely nothing to stop it. So we're very jealous of you guys having a Trump. And so you know, look after him. We need it here very badly. But they are actually coming in. But on the plus side, I believe that Trump has this all sorted. He knows exactly what to do, when to do it, nip it in the bud. It won't get past day 1 or day 2. It will be sorted quickly. But this is all to wake the rest of the country up. But I'm afraid there is a lot of mind control and unraveling of that mind control, and the Trump derangement syndrome is a real thing. We're joking about it, but it is a real mind control thing. So, yeah.
And not just that, my love. What bothers me is seeing all this history and heritage and tradition going down the shitter because of this. I don't appreciate that.
Me.
England is England because of your heritage and tradition and everything that you've gone through that got you to before immigration.
It'll come back. We are very traditional. We will put all this. This is only a stage in our journey. I do believe in the bigger plan. I believe in the Great Awakening. We are behind you. I bet there was times when Biden was in charge that you guys thought there's no hope here. What the F is going to happen? We're at the darkness stage, and there will be more coming. Yeah.
I'm trying to find where we left off and I got lost.
And can I just say,
okay.
Has nobody shared it? I can't believe that nobody on this chat has at least shared it once. Our lovely chat here. I want to put you down here. Linda's shared it.
That's it. Great. Give her the reading. Jesus.
Linda.
Can't even beg for one.
I know.
Jeez.
I know.
I
know.
Thanks, guys.
What? Did you say it?
He's just making a point of saying, I haven't read the bottom messages. Maybe there's more down the bottom. But Linda, we've got you down on the list. You are 23. Okay, so we are.
I'm so disappointed. It makes me not want to do this anymore. Honestly, what's the point of sharing?
I know.
It's a simple thing to just share. If
I know.
you love someone, if you take the time out of your day or night.
We do this for free every week.
Have a discussion. Be part of a community. The least you can do is press that.
Maybe people have shared and not said that they shared. Maybe they don't want to say they shared.
Why
Maybe
not?
I don't want to.
They should be proud of you.
Don't want to be a school mommy thing.
Oh, I do. Get that
Mum.
pay have.
I do too. I'm with you, Mom. I've had enough of the shadow banning. What more can we do? All we can do at this point is ask people to share. And if you're not going to share, what's the point of us? Really?
I'm with you, Greg. I feel your disappointment, love.
That upsets me.
No.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Maybe next week it'll just be Ali with global predictions. Yeah, serious. I'm
I know.
Fed
I
up.
did pick it up tonight, didn't I?
Honestly, Mum said Greg's getting to the point where he's like, he doesn't know what to do
Yeah,
here.
because you've worked so many years on enlightening people, and now you're getting the piss taken out of you and
Yeah.
shadow banned. It's not
Yeah.
nice. We love you anyway. Can I go to bed now, though? Because I'm tired.
No, you gotta go to bed because I'm going to be laughing.
Well, don't know.
I can't help it. Greg
Oh,
makes
wow.
me laugh.
You can't laugh. Our next question for our last global prediction show will be.
Don't say that.
I'm kidding. Sarcastically kidding.
I know you're sarcastic.
Do you think Spirit is going to just zap the Earth and say enough? And we've kind of answered this before, but I wanted to draw a card, and I just drew one card. I got the only card I needed because I already answered this. It's the Sun card, and that's what's going to happen. It's the solar event. The solar flash is going to happen. So I didn't need to draw any more cards after that. That's what's going to happen. That's the zap of the Earth right there.
I've got the strength. So, there has got to be a stop to I don't think it's called, Monsanto's been bought out by another company. I think it's Bayer Amir, I think. So anyway, these companies have got to change their ways. But if everybody can plant some wildflowers, that would help the bees, and it would also help the earth. And it's like we've got to love Mother Earth again. We're all in a great awakening, and it's like imagine us all joining hands around the earth, because I think that we've got to a stage before now, and I think, like Dolores Cannon said, that they've actually said, no, the children have gone rogue. We're going to restart it again, the program. And I believe that's where the mudslides came in, and that's where, look at Atlantis. Look how evolved Atlantis got, and then that was taken down, and then it all happened again. So I think there's been many Earths, and the zap has happened, I believe, in the past in a negative way. But you're visualizing the positive zap, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely. Our next one comes from a new name, Julie Ann Guthrie Smolson. There's a B right there. Hello, new here. Any predictions?
Hi.
Article findings that will have a huge impact on humanity. And I'm just going to intuitively answer this one. Because there's going to be something happening, obviously in Antarctica, that's been protected for so long, but it's going to get out. Word is getting out. What was once previously hidden is being exposed. I also feel like there's something else that's going to be going on with, I'm getting like underground chambers in the Middle East on some relatively unknown site or area that was previously not even thought of. I don't know if weather is going to uncover a clue about this. Those like the Easter Island, just the heads are showing, but there's full bodies below. Something along that kind of line is going to happen in the Middle East. And there's going to be some kind of underground chambers connected there as well. That's what I have. And also thank you to the people. I did scroll down, and we have a handful of people that did share. So thank you to you guys that did.
Thank you. I will add you as I scroll down. I'll add you as we go along, I promise. So remember, if you have already shared it a few times in different, put shared and shared. Okay, remember to do that. So I put you down for multiple times. We do appreciate it. But liking and subscribing as well really helps. So welcome, Julianne. I saw exactly what Greg was seeing with the Easter Island faces when they dug down. Why wasn't that made a bigger deal? They're trying to suppress all these things so that we don't ask too many questions. But you know, recently they've now seen that the pyramids have a whole structure underneath. They have the 4 columns and the chambers underneath with all of the energy conductors as well. Again, that was said quite briefly, and now it's gone silent. But I do believe that all of these, I think there's going to be something under Stonehenge that they're going to find as well, and under a lot of these crop circles as well. They're going to get more and more prominent and more obvious. Okay, I think there's going to be something that's very obvious that they're going to be communicating and saying as well. So intricate, but absolutely telling a story. A bit like when they put that frequency out, and they then they said about you know what human looks like, and then they did something else, a DNA strand, and then the next thing there was a crop circle with them, what they look like, and their DNA strand as well. So I think there's going to be something to do with that. But also under these ancient structures like the Stonehenges, all around, you know, Avery stones. I think somebody's going to look underneath and find things. So yeah, that's what they just gave me.
Right on. Right on. Thank you, my love. Our next question comes from Cosmic Detective. What do you see happening this summer here in the States overall? Great question, because, you know, earlier today I had just watched a video. I guess this is the year of the snake. The last time the year of the snake, 9/11. And interestingly, this is the first card that came out. The Tower card, 9/11, right? Something big is happening this year. A buddy of mine, Joe, from upstate New York, he's the one that sent me that video. And under the video, my comment was, I think the Fed is going to collapse officially. And Trump's been talking about it. Elon's been talking about it. But, you know, here we have the king of cups. The king being, you know, Elon, the king of, you know, social media, Trump, president. They've both been talking about financial issues going on. And the Fed has not been cooperative with interest rates, with audits, anything. Fuck them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And that explains our last card. We got, once again, another final ending. And I think that's going to be for the Federal Reserve. Bye-bye. That's what I have.
I see that. My love, I do. There will be no more sanctuary cities, but I think that's quite obvious that that's going to be happening. That's all going to be squashed and taken out. I can see a lot of the Congress being evicted from their seats. They're going to be seen to be corrupt. I can see the audits. And somebody did say if they do audits, there's going to be some of the good people might be caught out as well. Well, unfortunately, there'll be other jobs that they can do. They don't have to be in Congress. They can have new people who are legitimately good. Okay, so I think we've just got to pull the Band-Aid off, really, and just go for it. Wish they could do it here in England. Yeah, so I believe that, you know, that this is what's happening is eventually we're going to be going back into like the summer of love. We're going to be back into a bit of the 70s energy is going to be everybody is just going to be in love. Maybe that's after the solar flash that Greg saw. that everybody is just going to be, you know, on a high, basically, without the drugs. So that's what I see. But I've always seen some wonderful things. I feel as if there's going to be smaller, like, markets where local people selling local produce, and stopping with the big companies, big corporation. They're going to take a bit of a knock, because people are going to go back to looking after their neighbours. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Don't think it'll be this quick, but it's coming.
Right. So, hi, Susie. Will there be shenanigans by the hooligans this Saturday in our sanctuary cities?
Wow.
Right. We'll find out. Right now, it's looking highly positive. Yep. Okay. Boy. Great question. We're already seeing the shit getting lined up with the rocks and everything. The riots already happening. We all knew this shit was going to happen. What did the cards say? Oh, we got the devil card. We got death card. Jesus Christ. It's going to be a hell of a weekend, apparently. And the last card, we got the five is, the Five of Swords. Someone saying something that someone else doesn't want to hear. But if you notice, there's only one person that's turning their back. And it's probably, you could look at that metaphorically. That could be the left saying, oh, we don't want to hear Trump bragging about all the things that he's done good for this country. It's probably the left saying, we don't want to hear what you have to say because you're kicking out MS-13 people who we stand behind. What? Crazy shit like that. So yeah, I can see some crazy shit happening this weekend, backed by Soros. But this is also a new beginning. So, the death card, it's the end of something. And it could be further exposing Soros and the left and their stupid tactics that they continue to do since 2016, the same bullshit that they did back then, 2020. When they get upset, they cry like little babies. They whine, they riot, they loot, they set cities on fire. Same shit again. So predictable, all backed by Soros. So expect more of the same shit this weekend. Sorry, Susie, but man, I wish it was better reading. But yeah, that's what you got. Sorry.
Afraid I see the same thing. I got the full card. The full card just says, we think it's spontaneous, but it's not. It is all pre-planned. These people have been put in place and been brought over via the border invasion for exactly what is happening. A lot of these people that are actually on the streets are actually, they don't give a F about what they're actually rioting about. They've just been paid to do a job. I can see there being some traces back to finances. So don't be surprised if the Doge team don't find out where all this money is coming in to fund all of these things. These were industrial face kind of masks that Soros and all this other riot equipment, now that is going to be made public. So it's going to be happening, I'm afraid. But I believe that there's going to be more and more of these until the mass arrests start to then happen. So yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I see. It'll be shut down quick, though. It'll be shut down quick.
Yes, I agree on that. Stephen is asking, why do people riot? riot in their own communities, destroying their own communities? It's a great question, but they're being shipped in. These are agent provocateurs being brought in from outside of the area, not necessarily even from that state, just anywhere. They're being gathered up and sent in.
It's a bit like, I bet you they'll find out that there were coach loads of these people being brought in and the investigation will be underway. I believe that Trump and the team will be investigating where all this stems from. They've been waiting for this to happen so that they can prove that the border was infiltrated for this reason.
It's probably the same bus loads that were being brought in to vote.
And for Kamala's rallies.
Yeah. Yeah. Our next question comes from Leona in Australia. She's asking, the prices of homes here have risen to ridiculous heights. Same here in the United States and probably the same in the UK. It's outrageous. Are prices going to decrease dramatically in the future for all to allow affordability for all? Well, let's take a look and see what the cards have to say. Jesus, well, this card keeps popping up, and it's a lot of worry and concern. And that maybe that's the current state, but our next card is Fast and Furious changes, so that could be a positive thing. Hopefully it's not in the opposite direction, but I have a feeling that they have to fall because the market will dictate the prices, and if people, how can they continue to rise if people can't afford them the way it is right now? Oops. Okay, I got two cards that came out here. Well, I guess that one answers the other. So yeah, it could do one of two things. It could continue to rise, but I think in conjunction with this second card, you got the World card. So what's going to happen is the prices are going to force everything to fall, big time. And yeah, initially it's going to start out relatively slow. Somebody's going to say, oh, well, you know, this house that's listing for $400,000, or I'm not sure what your currency is, but I'll just use American dollars. That's originally listing for $400,000 will drop maybe $30,000 or $50,000, but you're going to start seeing $100,000 drop or $50,000 drop increments, and eventually it'll be significantly less. That's why here in the United States, if my prediction is correct about the Federal Reserve collapsing, that's going to collapse the housing market as well, because they're controlling the interest rates. So I don't know how the interest rates work there in Australia, but here in the United States, that would be huge for us if we got rid of the Fed. So that's what I have. I do see them coming down. Hang in there. It might go up a little initially, but you're gonna see a slow incremental drop, and then bottom's gonna fall out. Hang in there.
Straight away I got the Moon card. So this to me just says that there is the good side, the bad side of everything, isn't it? I mean, the Moon has two sides to it. So it's like the corruption is going to continue for a little bit longer, like Greg said. But then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune is going to bring everything, to a change. It has to. And then we've got the Empress energy, which is abundance and ripeness. So everybody will be better off. The whole situation is crumbling. The old system is crumbling, and the new system will continue. And you know, the whole darkness side of things is going to, you know, the judgment. Okay, so it's exposure to the darkness. Basically, the exposure is, it cannot stay the way it is with all the corruption. It's impossible for it to stay. It's truth, love, and light. And this 2025 I'm so excited with the energy of 2025. The fact that it just everything's rising to the surface. It started to rise to the surface in 2024, but 2025, yeah, it's like, it's thick and fast. I mean, how fast has it been? Every single day there's more exposure. Every single day there's bombshell after bombshell after bombshell. We could do this show every day and there'd be something new happening. So yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine.
You're a bombshell.
Ah, love.
Some crazy woman on chat saying something about Nasara Jasara. Don't laugh. That crazy woman's trying to sleep. Hi, Mom. Mom says, I feel the economic. She's coming out now in her pajamas.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
I knew you'd hear that.
I love you. Mom.
I love you too. I'll go to bed, you crazy woman. I see it runs in the family.
Yeah, it does. You know where I get it from.
Yes.
You'll be back in a minute, Mother. Don't be silly.
He's noisy and the neighbours are complaining.
Aw.
We can't not. This is why we're doing it that little bit earlier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is late there, and it's already, what, 12:30, 12:40? Yeah.
All right.
We almost got through all the questions. I think we did, actually, unless there was something after that. So, yeah, let's scroll back, and you can acknowledge the people that...
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to say a few things that I've noticed happening. Corinne Jean-Pierre has left the Democratic Party. She's now independent, so she's not come over to the Republicans, but thank God. But she is now independent, and she's writing a book. Believe it or not, she's writing a little book. Yeah. So her saying that she never saw anything, and now she's writing a book. Yeah.
On what she saw. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, are you crazy or what? So they're now subpoenaing Biden's doctor. He was asked to come in and do a testament, and he refused to. So now they've subpoenaed him. So that's going on. So they're taking it seriously. Mm-hmm. Trump has banned loads of countries. There's something behind the scenes going on with that. I think there's been a threat, like either a bomb threat or some sort of big threat that's happened, and that's why he's done this with the countries, because otherwise that doesn't seem logical. You know, all these countries. Yeah, something's happening. I think it's like somebody is coming over that is going to. I feel as if there's something to do with poisoning, and that's why they've stopped it. It's like a mass. Yeah, there's been a big threat. No one will know about it, but that's why Trump's doing what he's doing. Well, that's big. Tommy Robinson. Can I just talk about Tommy Robinson quickly?
Yeah, Mummy, Tommy.
So, do you want to talk about Tommy? Mum, come and talk about Tommy.
What?
Tell him about the restaurant
Right. But he was celebrating because he's come out of prison and he's doing well, and they went to the swankiest steak restaurant in London,
Hawksworth.
Hawksworth.
Mm-hmm.
And him and 5 others, all of different nationalities, you know, different skin colours, everything. Anyway, they were having a nice time, and the maitre d' came over and said, "Could you quietly leave, please? We've had complaints." He said, "What do you mean, bad complaints? People have been having their pictures taken with us. We're doing fine."
They weren't drunk. They weren't loud.
None of them were drinking.
Nothing was wrong.
And anyway, he's really up in arms about it because, you know, this is ridiculous. They were just 5 guys sitting in a nice restaurant having a steak. No alcohol involved, no raucous laughter or anything. Just really he was so shocked and cross. Anyway, he's put out that, yeah.
But this company, this steakhouse, has been slandered. They've gone mad. Everybody, all the supporters of Tommy have now called out this restaurant, and it's absolutely, it's like blacklisted now. Nobody wants to go to this restaurant. They're all bypassing it.
So many people here love Tommy
because
we are all Tommy. We're all downcasted. We're all blacklisted.
He's a hero. He's a hero, and
he's a hero. And
that's blacklisted now.
I love you for saying that, Greg, because you know
he's
our hero here in UK, and I want the whole world to know he's fought for those rape victims for years. He was the first one to do it, first one to say, because it was happening in his hometown. His uncle tried to rescue his daughter from a house, and the police arrested him for being discriminating against, you know, like it just
the 2-tier system is disgusting. The Southport murders, when the guy came in with machete with those little girls who were dancing to Taylor Swift, it was like, you know, this guy came in, and Keir Starmer hid his nationality for a long time because he knew they were going to kick off about it. They knew.
Is Mum okay? She just kind of like.
She's trying to find the kittens.
I just wanted her at least one kitten. They've disappeared.
It looked like you collapsed. You got on your soapbox and collapsed. I was worried.
Yeah.
He's just like, to me, he's just like Julian Assange. They're you know, I respect the hell out of both of them.
You know, the backlog of Tommy's work, student union in Cambridge, Oxford, these top universities, he has stood up to and he is so eloquent when he speaks.
He knows what he's talking about.
He knows it all.
He's just not got a plum in his mouth. He just talks how it is in normal terms.
What else you got?
What else have I got? That's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. Oh, what's happening with reform? What's happening with reform?
Reform. Oh, it's gone all tits up. They've got a Muslim chairman who threw his toys out the pram and said, "No, I'm not doing it anymore." So then he came back in and was given another job. It's just a mess. The whole political system in the West is a mess, and it is all going to crumble. We don't need it. We don't need red and blue. We don't. We just need good people who care about humanity.
Transparency and truth is all we need. Ellie's got her baby, Gracie.
Oh, which colour is she going to have on?
She's the light pink. Or is she the dark pink?
Hang on, I'm on the floor again.
I think she's got to be. I think she's got to be the dark pink.
God, it's hard work here.
Come here, come here. Stop it. Wait.
On my knees for a man again.
You were awesome, Mom.
Oh.
This is just wrong. It's just wrong.
You set yourself up for that one. I'm sorry.
She did. She always does.
I know.
Yeah.
But I really am going now. I'm knackered. Are you going?
Yeah, we're done
No,
We
no.
won't be much longer. Good night,
Love
Mom.
you.
Love you
Good night.
too.
Oh, and then get down, baby.
Aw.
She's so sweet. So sweet. Oh, but I don't know. I really am stuck now because there is a black one, love, and I know you wanted black. There is a black one, like the other day, it was just climbing up my leg. I wanted to be part of the astrology, and I don't know. It's really hard.
Oh, that one was the one that had the stripes in it, right? What do you call it? Tabby? Like a tabby black?
No, he was a big fluffy black one. He was big fluffy.
Okay.
He was grey. He was a grey colour, which I don't like grey. It's a nasty colour. I want him to be orange. So
He's on the booby at the moment, so we can't get him.
Oh, okay.
he's on the booby.
Sherry said that she has a friend in France that told her the immigrants had ruined their country, just like UK. You know, your heritage, your traditions.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
And King Charlie Boy is a useless leader of the royal family, honestly. He should be stepping forward. What's happening to his subjects, I'm not a royalist anymore at all, but what's happening to his subjects is deplorable. Keir Starmer is trying to get us back into the EU, like the back door. We voted.
You guys don't want that?
No.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No.
Nope.
Sherry says, I missed you guys. Just listening to you soothes my soul. Aww.
Oh, thank you. See that? These comments make it worthwhile. They do. We appreciate it.
So
Even what,
They do, Greg. See you next week, she said.
even when we get on our soapboxes? Why you on so early? Well, Mom. Allie's at her mom's house, so we actually got a treat. We had a treat by being visited by Allie's mother. So
I really wanted my mum to be part of the show, and as I was staying here, I thought if we do it early, then Mum can come in. Yeah.
So we're getting into some of the shares that we.
Chrissy shared. Yay.
Thank you, Chrissy. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
that.
Chrissy. Where's my book?
Allie's putting everyone who shares this in a list to win a free reading. Because we're shadow banned so badly, we have to beg, literally beg. And if this doesn't work, it might just be Allie. I can't. I'm getting to that point where it's getting really hard for me to take all the shadow banning. Honestly, we need help in sharing
We
this.
do need help. We do. Yeah.
I feel your pain, brother. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Richard.
Vera shared.
Yay!
Thank you, Vera.
Vera, you're on again. You're number 25. Chrissy, you're number 24. Vera, you're number 25.
And thank you to Sherry, who shared on Facebook.
Oh, Sherry's shared. Sherry,
Carter.
thank you. That has, honestly, you don't realise. It's because if someone who isn't shadow banned shares it, it bypasses it all. That's what basically happens. Yeah.
Here's a new listener, watcher, Renee Locke.
Hi, Renee.
Here from California. Been listening after your live for months. Love your show. Thanks for commenting and letting us know you're out there. Yeah,
Good to see you.
we like
I hope
seeing
you're not yet near all the trouble. I hope you're not.
Boy, that's the truth, Claudette. I honestly don't understand why they shadow ban, but they want to break your spirit. Don't allow it. Stand in the light. It's about the only reason why I'd keep coming here, because I'm an introvert. INFP. It's not easy to get in front of the camera. I've been doing it for years. It gets easier, a little easier every time, but yeah.
I have to have about an hour psyching myself up. I'm in a like going through like a mini panic attack before I get on here. Yeah, it's they think people think it's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Juggle it all around. Yay, Chris!
Thank you, Chris.
Keep that name up there, darling, because it's a Chris Toe.
2-4. I think it's supposed to be 2-4.
2-4.
But it says
your number 27 and 28, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you. And there's Lydia.
Hey, Lydia. Oh, there's our beautiful. She's our fairy godmother. Love you, Lydia.
We do. Love to the galactic couple.
Yeah.
Hottest goddess.
Love goggles. Yeah, we probably confuse people who would normally come on now. Yeah.
Yeah. Gretchen.
Hi,
Cook.
Gretchen. Hello. Yes, I love sharing your info.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you, Gretchen. We appreciate that.
Gretchen Cook. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Mama Pat.
We'll post in our Truthers group and PM to you too. Yeah. Yeah, she loves Linda and her get on really well because they're both quite active on the Truthers group. Yeah. Anybody who wants to be part of our Facebook Messenger Truthers group, it's where they share all sorts of information, and you don't feel so alone. So reach out to me on Facebook if you want me to add you. Yeah.
You're very welcome, Liana.
True. Thank you.
Here we go. Julie Ann Guthrie.
Yay.
Thank you, Julie Ann.
Keep that name up there for a little bit, my love.
That's a lot of letters.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Awesome. Subscribe to your Facebook, Greg. I'm going to put you down twice because you subscribed as well. So I'm putting you down at 30 and 31. I got it. Thanks, love. I'm glad you're doing that because my mouse skips past loads of messages.
You know what it is you gotta adjust your mouse speed.
I know. I tried to do it whilst I was live the other night and I couldn't find where my mouse was on my settings. I couldn't find it. Yeah.
There's Lisa joining us. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you guys got to meet my mama.
She's awesome.
She is.
She is
fun. She is fun, and I'm not very good in the mornings, nor is she really, but she looks after me. Oh, thank you, Jeremiah. You're number 32. Jeremiah.
And Cosmic Detective shared.
Thank you. See, there is shares. We take it back. Thank you.
Well, yeah, a lot of them came after my second rant. Oh gosh,
I know. I know.
And hit the like button. Why not? Cost you nothing.
We appreciate that too. We do.
Susie.
Yay, Susie shared.
Thank you, Susie.
Thank you, Susie.
It's your energy you are sharing. Do not want you lighting people up. You're right. That's true.
It's true. Yeah.
Did you know if you put some stubble on Greta Thunberg and shave her head, she looks like Dan Bongino?
Yeah, probably.
Using Greta Soros' grandchild. Could be.
Steve just put, if you put some stubble and shaved Greta Thunberg's hair, looks like Dan Bongino's.
I'll even do some 3-card readings to help you out because you've got a lot of people that are sharing.
Ah, see, there you go. Look. There, everyone's saying hello to your mama. Look, she's got a t-shirt on.
Beautiful.
What this was called, but it's
Yeah.
it washes a treat, you know, darling.
She made it into a V. She did that. Yeah, that's what
I like
she did.
a bit of cleavage.
She wants a bit of cleavage.
Showing off
I
the
am
titties.
going now. Bye.
You'll be back in a minute,
I'm
Mum.
not. I'm going to bed.
She'll be back in a minute.
Oh, you won't. She'll be back. I'm an INFP too.
Oh,
Somebody bullies Burgess.
is that a new name? I think
That is. Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
There's a lot of us INFPs out there. Did you do that test, Ali? The Myers-Briggs personality? I think you did. I think you were also an INFP.
I think I was the same as you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Lisa shared? Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa, yeah, 35. You are Lisa. Don't forget, if you've shared it in multiple places, put shared or shared, because you go down in each time you share.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
You're 36, Laurie. Oh, thank you. Now, you'll have to...
that one up. I know. It's a lot of letters. Thank you for sharing.
Willies. Burgesses. Got it.
We don't ask for a lot.
37.
We get the word out. You know, we donate our time every Tuesday.
Yeah. Just, it wouldn't matter so much if we wasn't so shadow banned, but it's, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. INFJ. Yeah. A lot of, I guarantee that probably 80 to 90% of the people watching are introverts like us. So we get you. We totally understand. I've always said that, you know, if this was a big party room, you'd find me at one of the corners watching everybody in the center. I would not be anywhere near the center of the party. Or I'd be on the outside looking through the window.
Although at our wedding, you had to mingle and you did really well.
But I mingled on the perimeter. Did you notice?
Yeah, but you still did it.
I did, but the kids, you know, toys and stuff were over on the right-hand side as we were looking out in that direction. And I went there and I was in the back. You had a group of friends back there as well. And
yeah.
And we were up in front on Zoom also.
We were. If you want to see the wedding, it's on my YouTube. The whole of it is on YouTube. But you had to edit yours on In5d, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because of the music. They haven't done anything about mine. But yeah, she is. She's my bestie.
I'm an introvert too. Wallflower. We get you. We understand all of you who are introverts. Heck yeah.
Really do.
You know, Ali and my friend Chuck kept telling me, you got to go to the beach. You got to go to the beach to get away from this shit that's in here. I'm not going to get into my living conditions. They suck. And they were right. And I'll go to the beach by myself, and I'll play bocce ball by myself, because I have no problem being an introvert. I don't need people around me for whatever. I would love it, though, if it was Ali right next to me every day. Hell yeah. But in the meanwhile, it is what it is.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Yes, Gretchen, because what happens is Greg's got loads and loads of followers, like millions. But she's back.
My glasses.
She's back.
You said that.
Because we are restricted, they'll only show it that we're live to so many people, very few. They won't tell everybody on his friends list, on his subscribers, that he's live. But when you guys share it, it will probably go out to all of your friends. And then if one of your friends then shares it, they're not shadow banned, and it go out to all of their friends. And so that's how we get past the shadow banning, by kind people like you who share it. So it was multiple people there, and I missed. Oh, I've got it. Gretchen shared it in multiple places. How many places? Did we say 3 or 4, Gretchen? I've put you down for 3 places.
What is bocce ball? Bocce ball is it's a sport that came from Italy, and you have this little white ball called a pallina, and you throw it. In my case, I throw it a long way away, and then you have these 3-pound ceramic bocce balls, and you roll them like a bowling ball and try to get as close as you can to that little white ball. And if you're playing against somebody, whoever's closest gets that point. But it's a great way, at least for me, number one, to get out of the house and out of this environment. Not good. Number 2, to get exercise. Number 3, to get a good overall tan, because you're walking around. You don't have to just... I'm not big on just walking the beach. I want to do something while I'm walking. So it might be listening to music, but preferably it's playing bocce ball, getting a little exercise in. And then where I live, Siesta Key Beach is the 99.9% quartz crystal sand. So I'm getting the healing benefits of that, plus the sand and the water. Water temperature is about 85 right now. So yeah, I love bocce. And I thank Ali and Chuck for getting me out of the house so I can go out there, although it's been about a week since I've been to the beach. I need to go back.
Yeah, because you couldn't face anybody, I don't think. I think it was just going more and more within yourself, and it was just harder and harder for you to then get out.
Well, I mean, it's still going on. Now, the latest thing is night sweats, which I still have and have had since May 30th every night. This helps take me away from all that shit. But when we're done, it's all around me. It's not good. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you, everyone who did share our video tonight. Thank you, everyone who has joined us here on Global Predictions, especially to Mom.
Yeah.
Hopping in and giving us a treat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why people who are just joining now probably are thinking, well, they've been on for a long time. They're saying goodbye. Well, yes, I know, but we've been on since for a couple of hours. So we started early so that we could let my mum join in with us in the UK time.
Yeah. So anything you want to wrap up with, my love, before we
Just that I'm going to be at this event. I'm going to be at this event tomorrow, along with some other really wonderful readers. So that's where we're going to be. It's £5 entrance, and so it's a demonstration, like an audience event of mediumship, contact with spirit, proof of life after, and then afterwards it's an optional one-to-one readings afterwards, £15 for 20 minutes. Okay, so yeah.
There's Mom.
See, I told you she won't go to sleep. Not until we're done. We love you, Mama.
We do. We do.
Look, Leona said, good night, Patricia. That's lovely. Your mum cracks me up, said, boozum buddy.
She's an awesome, beautiful lady, and we are so grateful for her and for her bringing you into this world to share all of your love with all of us.
Oh, I'm blessed. I am. I'm blessed. She's my best friend, and we can talk about anything and everything. So, yeah.
So that will do it for our show tonight. We'll be back on at the regular time probably next week, right?
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
Okay. All right. So on behalf of the hottest goddess, my lovely, beautiful wife, the love of my lifetimes, plural, I'm Gregg, she's Ali. We're sending you lots of unconditional love from our hearts to yours. Take care, everyone. See you the next time.